and it's called Bad Bad Bad, and you can check out Bad 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 on a website called badbadbad.net, and it's just been launched, and there's a contest for Litquake people, and you can win something, and I'm still looking for an agent and my six-figure salary, so hook me up, Tony.
Yeah.
Here we go. Started with a hamburger, a Whopper, large fries, Diet Coke, nah, something with more meat, a political exchange at the bus stop outside Piggly Wiggly. You're a fan, I said, pointing at her badge. The president is the commander-in-chief. It was pinned at quarter thigh where the denim fringe of her Daisy Dukes peeked out like tendrils. This girl was live. The president know we're good for us, she said. I believed her. I gazed at her belly ring, a simple hoop, fake gold, then down to the button fly, unbuttoned, her candy cane triangle below. We should trust every decision he makes. He knows right from wrong. I'll take your word, I said. Me, I'm not much into politics. Me neither, she whispered. This for work. I zoomed in on the red-white stripes of her two-piece. You're a lifeguard. She poked me in the chest. Yeah, right. Life's a beach, I said. She'd never been to the beach, if we're to believe what she told me, and I don't see why we shouldn't. I talked big on my full tank of gas, tried to persuade her to get her feet wet, but she insisted she was on the clock. You could call it training, I said, finally. She stared at me with anime eyes. I'll drown, and you can save me. Shut up, she said, taking my hand in hers. I was Fortune's son. Now there's French fries in her teeth between her lips, glossed with orange, outlined black like her eyes, and her hair streaked with fire strands, midnight at the Oasis. She glanced up at me, switched the radio to Nelly, rocked her blouse off her shoulder, mocha cream, silk with sweat, pink glitter. Her top too big for her size. I expected she tumbled out at the next speed bump. I punched the pedal, stopped short of the crosswalk, apologized for the rock and roll. She grinned, digging her fingers into the bag, peeling the wax paper from the meat. Her nails were long, slick with swirls, sparkly letters spelled royal on each hand. She bit into the burger with a girlish eye roll. Her appetite was man-sized, her cheeks chipmunks. I'd never before seen such freckles. She was a saint who didn't know it, hadn't yet answered the call. A superhero at 19, she tagged herself a whore. I'm just a hoe, she said. So naive, out of practice, I didn't realize, didn't let myself know. I picked her for a bop, that's all. She was at the bus stop, had never been to the beach. She said she was hungry, at least I could feed her. We passed a Blockbuster billboard. She said she'd never seen a movie. Shut up, I said. God's truth. I promised her beach and a movie. I'm supposed to be working, she told me again. Then she asked if I wanted to have personal fun. I wasn't sure what that would look like. What it looked like to you, she said. I told her something sweet like you and me and the beach and the movies. She waved me on, not taking me serious. I revved the engine, turned up the sound. When not watching the road, I watched her mouth as she opened wide and chewed and sipped. After another verse, she sing-song. Personal fun. I tugged at my shirt front as the chorus steamed over us. Not for coinage, I said. You're not a slot machine. She said she could be. Zing, zing. Then she jiggled with conviction, bunny hopping in her seat to the rhyme and the beat. She was fast, this live girl, a seasoned professional. No, you'd have to really get with me, I struggled to explain. Both of us together, same time and place, that's sort of fun. She shrugged. No fun for the hoe. Nope. She popped her pee like a school kid. Her lips were split kumquats. She didn't like sex. Don't have to, she said. So what, I'm supposed to pretend? You pay for the privilege of being happy. I don't pay for sex. Once I heard myself, I knew I sounded like a narrow bastard. I tried to take it back. That's what all y'all think, she said, but y'all did wrong. I fumbled for the word. She spread her legs, wagged her knees, kissing the bag between her thighs. I need something real. Yeah, I was sounding off again. I couldn't help myself. Fries in her mouth, her lips on the straw. I have to do, it has to be right. All kinds of right, she said. She was truth-telling. Like right now, she pulled a greasy fry to her teeth, tapped it 3 times, spun it round like a magic wand, then fed it my way, her nails trailing on my cheek. We drove for a couple more songs. She recollected how she'd come down south to Gethsemane from Newark, where she first pulled a train. Head only, always with a rat. She was done with school by 10th grade. Her mama couldn't care for her, and all her little brothers and sisters and her cousins were moving in, so she left with this guy who's supportive of her work. When I suggested that she could do something else, she clapped her knees together, the bag between her thighs, gasped. This is what I do, she said. You don't want personal fun? Fine, take me back where I got on. No beach? She rolled her eyes. No action-adventure? Romantic comedy? She tore off another mouthful, rang her man up on a cell phone. You fucking faggot. Her voice was hard now. Where we at? I'd already turned the car around, cut across the gap in the median, heading back the way we come. Where we at? She wanted to know how long. I told her 2 songs, 10 minutes max. I scanned the preset stations while she kept on the phone, laughing too loud, acting. I could tell, though, not sure who's the audience. She leaned out the window like a dog, her hair whipped back in black lightning bolts. Traffic, wind noise, busted CD player, no good songs on the FM. Fucking faggot. I heard again, the only words I could make out. Then, castles made a stand. I needed this music. I pushed the volume, fixed my mind on the 6th string in the haze of the highway. Mid-afternoon, mid-March, and already it's hard to breathe with the air conditioner beat. I expected the engine to give out any day. I need a miracle, same as this girl. When the DJ called at 2 for Tuesday, Hendrix double shot, I thought, God's on my side. It could happen. Then I recognized the opening alarm of crosstown traffic. I can't not see the X when I hear this tune. She ground me into the glass fault, hit and run, left for roadkill. I let the guitar play. Music is the master of the universe. I tried to I'd run tracks across her back, I promised myself. But I never said nothing, I swear, bro, not a word, and I had every right. She stole away with my infant son. I would never see him again, she told me. I couldn't let that be. I was a good husband, a good father. I was there for her and for my son, always, for him. She was nowhere. Now she's holed up with her folks out here among the churches, malls, and office parks, high school football stadiums, paintball forests, white wild boar kills, games with Glocks, rifles, AKs, bows, and arrows. The kids here still play cowboys and Indians, I know it. I won't let my son grow up like that. I took the next exit, told her to sorry for the upset. She was off the phone now. No worries, she said. My man at the stop, he's waiting. She turned away from me. My stomach flipped. I didn't like her tone. I didn't want to know her man, and I sure as hell didn't want him knowing me. Coming up on an intersection, I slowed before the light, pulled over to the curb. I would let her off here. Devil fool, she yelled at me, rubbernecking nearly out of her seat. White man with a young black girl, you tripping, keep on. I swerved back into traffic. I could feel my face hot red, damn faggot. She speed dialed. Where you at? I crossed the light as the yellow turned. Fool bitch trying to pump me out. Shit. I bounded into the parking lot, barely breaking, the front fender scraping on a drop-in rise in the pavement. Please, I said, I don't want trouble. She looked at me like I was nothing, less than. I tried another tack. Get the fuck out. I meant to sound like there was something behind my words. She laughed. Whack-ass bitch, she said, kicking open the door as a Jack Thunderbird stormed across the lot. There were 2 guys in the front seat. I backed out fast, banging the rear front fender this time and probably the exhaust. The door slammed as I braked and punched into gear. I zagged across the neighborhood, cutting down the side streets. The engine hacked. I wouldn't get $100 for parts, not in this janky hellhole. I didn't look in the mirror until on my own block. There was no one behind me, but I drove past my building to be safe. I parked around the corner, cooled my head on the steering wheel, eyes shut, listened to my breathing in the dark. Thanks.